Hey guys, Todd with Vapor Honing Technologies. We are standing here in front of a VH700 with a stand and a closed loop. Gonna go through the process of how this thing arrives and getting it set up so you can actually use the machine. These will come in two separate boxes. We've already unboxed them. Inside of this machine, you actually have this parts box here, and it'll actually say door latch, back ball valves, and cup. So what that actually is, you have two ball valves that'll actually attach to the machine. You have your media density cup that'll actually be used later. And then we have the latches for the door that need to be attached. So we're gonna go ahead and get all of this set up for you. So when assembling the handles, you've actually got a washer and a nut. Washer goes to the inside. These are Allens, and they are 4mm Allen, and you've got 4 for each side. Then we have the washer and the nut, and we put our washer on, then the nut. And just make sure if you drop anything inside the machine, you get it out. Don't think it's okay. It'll get pulled up in the pump and it will cause an issue. And we repeat that process till we have all 4 of these in and the one on the other side. I'm not gonna bore you with watching that, so we'll skip ahead. All right, so now that we have both of our handles on, we'll make sure the door closes properly. Gives us a good seal. We're good there. Now we go back to our box, and we have our 2 ball valves. These ball valves attach on the back of the machine. The small straight ball valve goes in the very bottom. Ball valves open. Definitely want to close it before you start filling this up with water. Then your top ball valve is the one that has the elbow on it. That goes in at the top one. Close the ball valve back off. Both ball valves are attached. On our closed loop system, you'll have a diaphragm pump. You'll have a basin on the bottom that you're going to fill up to about 1 inch from the top. Then your top basin, which lines up with your overflow, is filled up right to this overflow pipe. Coming off of this pump, you'll have a small hose. This hose will connect directly into the line coming off of the machine, and there will be a reducer here because this is a smaller air line. Our actual air supply that we're using in our shop is still just a push to connect, but whatever you actually have in your shop to connect your air with is what you'll use. Then you have your water going to your window rinse and for your interior rinse down hose. This will come with this piece already on it if you're using the closed loop. If it's an open loop, you will actually have a garden hose hookup on here. But this diaphragm pump hose goes all the way in, and there's a clip on the bottom that pushes up and locks it in place. Once you've got that done, we're gonna plug our machine up, and what we have left inside is our vent stack. So the vent stack goes directly on the back of the machine, and it just slips into place. The power is already on the machine, so the light's working. We've got air hooked to the machine. Pull our gloves back out. Your cup that you still have inside is for checking the ratio of your media to water. We're gonna set that to the side. The next thing to do is to fill this up with water. You also want to check down inside the machine to make sure that your pump is still sitting upright. In transit, these pumps can fall over. So we want to make sure that the pump is still sitting upright. And now we're going to fill this up with water. Grab a water hose. When you're filling this machine up, you're going to fill the water up to the very bottom of this top overflow. So you want your water line right here before it starts flowing out through the back. Okay, now we've got our machine filled up with water. This is normally where we would dump our media in. Before we do that, we want to make sure everything's working the way it's supposed to. Now we don't have air on, we just have water in our machine. But if we hit our foot pedal, we should get, well, it's just a little bit harder than a garden hose flow coming out of that hose. That tells us that the pump's running, it's doing what it's supposed to. At this point, you can actually turn your air on and our blasting gun, and we hit our pedal. At this point, you can actually open the machine back up. Whatever media that you're gonna use, you dump it straight in the machine, right on top of the floor grate. You can use the rinse hose to rinse the media back down in the machine. Once you've done that, you're all set up and you're ready to go. If you have any questions or concerns or comments, give us a call, Phone number is 828-202-5563. Thanks for watching. Wrong one. That was full of water too.